What's up, dude?
What's up?
What's up? You remember that?
What's up? I don't think he was around for that commercial.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah,
were you?
It was a big meme in the early internet.
Oh, okay.
This is before the internet, though.
Yeah,
Right?
it happened way before the internet.
Okay, well, it became a big meme
You
in
guys
the
were
internet
listening?
anyway, so I know what you're talking about.
Hey,
What's
what's up? They would call each other like, what's up?
Dude, that's so good.
Oh man.
I haven't thought of that forever.
Drinking water again?
Yeah, well, just for now.
Staying hydrated?
Well, yeah, because we go out back and
Go out
dig some
back?
holes in.
I'm not going out back. It's raining outside.
It's not raining. I just came in from outside. It's not
It
raining.
certainly too is raining out there.
It's certainly too not.
It certainly is.
No, I'm looking at me how dry I am.
Everything's wet. I'm not going outside and getting all muddy.
All right, well, it's raining now, dude. It wasn't raining when I came in, but that just makes the ground softer.
I don't know. We need monsoon rains to make that ground softer.
It's the roots that are the problem.
The stones are the
Layer
problem.
of roots. And the stones are also a big problem.
Yeah. They were a problem back in the 60s
Yeah,
and the 70s.
Two bands we talk about without even trying.
Yeah.
But look, man, I like let's just go out there and try and get something. I could really use some money right now. We can find some treasures out there. Got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things happening. Let's get some extra cash flow going.
I get what you're saying, but I'm not going out in the rain. I mean, we could do this when it gets dry.
You don't have any slickers?
Slickers.
What are they called? You know what they're
You
call?
mean like a raincoat?
Yeah, like a
Like
rain
gear?
outfit. Yeah,
Rain
the
gear?
pants and the
Yeah,
slicker.
but I'm not going out there. I mean, Jeff and Terry are not coming over tonight because of how wet it's supposed to
Even
be.
better, dude.
Why?
Because what if we find something like them being here? Do we split it? Or is it always,
Oh,
always-
if we find
always
anything without
25.
no,
Yeah.
if they're not here, they don't get anything. But
Yeah.
I'm not going out in the rain.
I don't know, man.
If it stops, we'll go out. All right. But if it
I'll take
doesn't
that.
stop,
Well,
yeah.
if that's the case, then I'll just really grab beer. I'm going to go outside, but maybe it'll stop raining.
You can have Corona Light if you want.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just don't
All
push
right.
it.
All right. Don't push it.
Yeah, don't
Push it real
push it
good.
real good. It's weird how our mind always goes to a song.
Yeah, it's because we're very musical in nature.
Well, we think we're very musical.
We are.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, let's get back. Stop trying to distract me. Let's get back to not going outside right now, but we have a lot of exciting stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, we go through this box. Hold on, what?
No, I don't know why when Jeff came over he didn't have his keys to dig.
I agree 110%.
You know.
Like, why would you dig a big hole and see what we can find?
Especially if you're bringing the metal detector, why would you not bring your tractor so you could at least dig a little bit more, put the dirt out there, and we could go through it.
Dig a little bit. That's something.
Dig a little bit.
Let's give a little bit.
Ground for me.
Let's give a little bit. No. Yeah, I agree 110%. We could have found anything out there. Look what we found in the short time that we were out there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. These coins, they can all be worth money. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and the pocket watch can be worth money. I got this stupid wooden hand, and all it did was give me a splinter.
Well, I'm sorry, but what am I going to do? Give you what?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of
just
asked
want-
for the hand.
didn't you
Yeah, I
say that?
asked for the
Yeah,
hand.
give me
But
the
it
hand.
looked cool at first. I thought there was like
What
an
were you
emerald.
saying? Give me a hand.
Give me a hand. I thought it had like an emerald in it or something, maybe in the middle of the eye. So that's why I grabbed to see what was in there. I'm trying to be optimistic. Not optimistic, opportunistic.
Well, what'd you do with it?
I have no idea where it's at, to be honest with you. I haven't seen it since the night we
You
left.
use it like for a bookend, but I think you need another bookend.
I may have brought it in the house. I may have left it in the car. The kids could have grabbed it. Who knows? It means anywhere at this point.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. Like, what I'm saying is like Jeff got this great figurine. They could be worth tons of money. You got the coins, be tons of money. You got the pocket watch that could be tons of money.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I don't actually have the pocket watch anymore.
Why?
Gave it to Uncle
Jinx.
Jeff.
Give it to who?
I gave it to Uncle Jeff.
Why'd you give it to Uncle Jeff?
Because he was looking at a whole bunch and he seemed really into it, and I didn't really want it. It didn't work anyway. So I just
Yeah, but
figured,
it's still, I mean, it might have been gold.
You don't get a watch that old and not made of like good metal. Like, good silver. It could be gold. Gold plated silver.
I gave Tom one of the 2 coins.
Oh, you got a coin too?
I kept an 1898 one. I gave him the 19. Well, he has all kinds of coins, so I said, "Hey, why don't you take one of them and I'll take the other one." So
The 1920.
I didn't know you gave him the watch.
Yeah, just didn't really want. Plus, the picture and it gave me the creeps.
Yeah, but you could have tore that out.
I guess I could
tore the
but...
picture out of there.
I mean, pocket watches are a cool thing to have there.
I mean, he was also like kind of messing with this. I figured, okay, well, he's at least gonna look at it, whereas I'm gonna wind up like putting it in a drawer and just letting it sit. I mean, I guess the coin's gonna wind up kind of doing the same, but
yeah. Oh.
Wait, what are you doing with the coin?
I mean, I was gonna let it sit, but I mean, I've got an idea. Here, could you hold this?
Oh, my back's starting knotting up also. You make me nervous.
We're
It is just starting knotting up. Hey, I don't know why.
Hey, Joe, why don't you entertain us?
I don't want to. You're getting. Alright, so should I do a song or a dance? Watch this. I'm just kidding.
Can you make it swirl around and then drink it? How do they do that? Did you ever see that when they do that?
I have seen it. I don't know how to do it. I can try it.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see what happens. What's the worst that's going to happen?
How do you make it swirl around?
I don't know.
So you said, huh?
It worked.
Half the beer's almost.
I wasn't ready for it at all. You see it go ahead.
I never see anybody like twirling around in their mouth.
I wasn't ready for it at all. Not much went on my shirt.
Yeah.
Really?
It's all soaked in now.
It's not so good. It should be on the
First of all,
outside.
phrasing. There's a lot of weird whatever was just said there.
That was, he challenged me to do something that I didn't think it was going to work. It worked. My back's still not. But I mean, that was ridiculous.
The phrasing still hasn't gotten. Anyway.
So good for you.
Anyway. So
Yeah, can I
you
see
said
that?
Yeah, look at that thing.
Yeah.
Here, you take this. 1922.
Anyway, Tom, you were saying something?
Anyway, while he just looks at that, you said you need money, and I'm pretty much just going to have that coin just kind of sit around. So I have...
You gonna give it to me?
It does sound like sound like silver.
I'm not just going to straight up hand it to you, but...
No, you don't play silver, do you?
I don't know.
I thought it's gold.
Why do you
Gold
play
is
gold?
soft.
Oh, get out of
So,
here.
yeah, get into that. Yeah. Silver, you just break it. Yeah, it's silver.
Well, I thought it was
needed
counterfeit
money.
gold coins that you bit, because those are the ones that were soft.
Huh?
I thought it was counterfeit gold coins you bite, because those are soft.
Is it chocolate ones?
No, real gold's soft.
The chocolate ones are soft.
It's one or the other, I don't remember which. Anyway,
Anywho.
so the plan that I just came up with
be good
is,
for you.
how about...
Oh yeah, for a football game.
Sorry.
Huh? They are receiving.
Kicking. Oh. That's good. Sorry, Tom. I'm sorry, Tom.
How about I give you the coin, because otherwise it's just going to sit there, and you sell it, and then you get about 10%, and the rest of it goes to me.
Well, what do you mean 10%?
I mean, whatever that coin sells for, you get about 10% of it.
No, I know what you mean by 10%. I mean, what do you mean 10%? Like, if this is with...
That's a good deal.
What means a good deal?
You sell it, you get 10%.
So I do all the work, could be for $1.
Well, that's not a good deal then, but it could. Suppose it's worth like $1,000, you get $100.
What are the chances
So
of
it's
being
worth
$1,000?
$10,000.
Yeah,
That could be,
that's
for all we know,
$1,000.
that could be like a unique coin, like never before printed, like the head's backwards on it or something.
I feel like that if
Suppose it's worth $100,000.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, right.
10K, dude.
But what I'm saying to you is, if I'm doing all the work, I feel like that I should get 90% and you should get 10%. Because all you're doing now is giving me a coin that I already have in my hand. And you know what Larry says.
Well, no.
I wouldn't take it though.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's already
Right.
the
Nah,
possession.
I would not do. It's not right now.
Well,
No.
I think it's all been documented well that it's Tom.
There's no contract.
Exactly.
Anyway, I wouldn't. I was just kidding about that part. But what I'm saying is, if I'm doing all the work, you're gonna throw it in, and you're gonna put it somewhere. Why not just let me have it, and then I'll give you 10% for doing absolutely nothing?
Well, because for one, it is my coin. I could just take the coin back and then let it sit in a drawer forever.
Right.
And then
so
nobody
what-
gets anything.
Wait,
You're
why
stuck
would?
with hand.
But isn't 10% better than nothing?
Technically, yes, but considering it's
Well-
my coin, I'm the one providing the coin.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I understand what you're saying, but you got to compromise here with me something. I'm not just going to give you 90% of something that I'm doing all the work for. It all
You
were
still
gonna
owe
do
me
is
like
come-
$500, dude.
I don't owe you anything.
no, he owes me $500.
And what's all this $500 nonsense? I don't owe anybody $500. I owe you $450.
Yeah, right. You've been paid, Tom.
Fair enough. Still.
So, what if we did... Alright, I'll comment. What if we did 25% for you, 75% for me?
That sounds a little skewed, I think.
It's better than 1090.
I feel like it's kind of screwed up the other, because, yeah, you're doing the work.
All the work.
But realistically, he could do all the work and get all the money.
He could, but he's not going to.
But what if I do? Suppose I find out, like, oh wait, this quote's for $10,000. Then it's, oh boy, I got $10,000, and whoops, you got nothing except a wooden hand.
$100 wouldn't be like, oh, make or break me. It's not going to get me out of the situation that I'm in, dude. Just my windshield alone. Just my windshield alone is going to cost me $500.
What windshield?
On the van.
Why?
Because we were driving the other day, me and Natalie, and a rock hit it, and then it started off like a little chip. But because it was so stinking hot out of the sun, it just started spreading out, and my entire windshield's cracked.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's going to be at least $500.
Well, the window's like $900 or $1,000. The deductible's $500.
Does it have one of the sensors? Like,
yeah, it's got to get calibrated and all the nonsense.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like $100 is not going to make or break you one way or the other. So let's at least talk. I've already gave you my first offer.
Maybe you should go by what it's worth. Like, in other words, like the percentage should be according to what it's worth.
It's too complicated.
In other words, like if it's only $100, is it worth it for you that you're only going to get $10 out of $100?
It's not worth me if I get $100 if it's 10 with $1,000. So here's the thing, Tom. You gave me your first offer. I gave you mine. Then you said no. I countered. So let's have a little bit of a negotiation at least before we just say, I'm just because you're not going to sell it.
All right, look, I'm making.
Is it bad to help a friend
50-50.
out?
How about that? 50-50.
I mean, that's kind of hard to argue with. I feel like that's a pretty fair compromise from 25-75.
50-50 is really good.
I think that's pretty good. And I feel like that I win and he wins. He started off at 1090, so did I.
I mean,
Right.
If it's worth $100,
Nice.
so you guys each get $50.
50-50, yeah.
If it's $100,000, you each get $50,000.
Exactly.
Yes, it's 50-50. That's how 50-50 works.
And I'm gonna want a receipt just to be sure.
What?
What did you say?
What?
I'm gonna want a receipt just to be sure.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, the guy will already receive me. I'll document everything for you. Don't worry about it.
Right, that's just what I'm saying. Like, I just want to
if it's
see
worth
that
a lot
peace
of money,
mind.
I'm
Like,
sure
I trust you,
that-
Joe, but I also still want
Well,
to
I think if it's a big purchase, that purchase has got to be documented. You can't just buy something for $1,000 out there being some sort of documentation, right?
Yeah, and if there's a check.
And if we find out,
If there's a check, you could show them the check.
and if we find out somebody's willing to offer us like $50,000 for it, then I think at that point, or even $10,000, maybe it's worth it for us to go get this thing appraised and find out exactly how much it's worth.
Oh yeah.
Because if somebody's offering $10,000 for this thing, maybe we should get it first.
I think you should have a lower amount than that to get it appraised. Like, suppose it's like first of all,
right.
research it first, like Google it and everything, right?
Yeah.
And then see what it's worth, and go from there. And if maybe and that's the other thing about coins. Coins are weird because if there's a flaw in them, sometimes they're worth more than other things.
It's true. Yeah, right. It could be a certain misprint.
Yeah.
Of something or something wrong with it.
Yeah.
All right. So 50-50. So
50-50 with receipt.
$10,000, $5,000.
Exactly.
Nice.
Well, and if it's $100, $50.
Yeah, right. 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay. How about if it's like $10?
5.
That's it.
At this point, 50-50.
Do you want put it this way? Do you want it sold even if it if Joe researches it and finds
It missed my foot. Oh, it was spinning on a tile, but it might have broke the tile.
he just broke our tile?
It didn't break.
But what was I saying?
I have no idea.
Oh, maybe if it's something low, like it's only worth $10 or something like that, I think that maybe you should just sit there and say, it's not worth selling.
That's true. Maybe it's worth putting in your collection.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. How about that?
Yeah, we'll wait for an offer and then see what happens from there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a fair deal.
Yeah, 'cause at least we each get money. So that's what's important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that money will help me pay back things that I owe. Like the window, the windshield, deductible.
Etc.
Yeah, etc. Dude, there's so many things piling up. It's really ridiculous.
I'll tell you what, everything is like, your electric bill, I'm sure, was outrageous.
Astronomical.
Because mine was outrageous, so it's like everything right now. Groceries, I can't even believe how you can spend $200 in groceries and come home with like
Dude,
3 bags.
Just today, I went and got things for roast beef sandwiches. The roast beef was on sale at Joe's.
Sandwiches?
Yeah, well, yeah, that good. Roast beef sandwiches roast beef was on sale at Joe's at $4.99 a pound. I spent $40 going to the store just getting rolls, cheese, horseradish sauce, gravy, and I was like, "This is ridiculous."
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, now I'm getting hungry.
I'm getting hungry. Horseradish sauce, you don't make your own? Like get horseradish and mayo?
No, I feel like we could have. I had to get mayo too. I probably could have just gotten a horseradish. I like having horseradish around.
Yeah.
And then a little
now
bit.
I want a roast beef sandwich with cheese and
we could do chili and
horseradish.
grill on that.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be an easy
when
one.
I used to go fishing, I would take people like my buddy Brian out fishing. I would get like a dozen Kaiser rolls and put roast beef, cheese, and then the salt, the horseradish sauce on top of it.
No gravy is cold sandwich.
Yeah.
It's probably still delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I love horseradish sauce.
Yeah. See, now I'm hungry. I didn't have anything to eat.
For dinner?
Well, it's because we're going to do a podcast, so it's.
So you got some extra Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, they're too many calories.
Not if you didn't have dinner.
Yeah, but I don't want to waste it on that. I could have a sandwich for what a Reese's thing is.
How much is a sandwich?
$2.60.
What kind of sandwich?
Turkey, cheese, and bread. And
That's
mustard.
it?
Mustard has no calories.
No, mustard's the best condiment.
Yeah, right?
What kind of mustard do you use? Not yellow?
Yeah.
Just yellow?
Yeah.
You don't like spicy brown or
French.
Dijon?
They have calories.
Not barely any.
Yeah, they have 5 calories.
5 calories, Tom.
But these don't have.
5.
This doesn't have anything.
So yeah, for me it's not as much calories as it is carbs. They all have no carbs. For me it's all one and the same.
Yeah, mine is calorie. I'm just cutting out calories.
I like mustard with turkey and cheese.
It's really good. I didn't think I would, and
No.
it actually is really good.
I like mayonnaise too, but
I like bread and butter.
I like crackers and jam. Sorry, dude.
I like taste of sunbeam bread. It's my favorite bread. It's actually not.
No, me neither.
Does the brand even exist?
Some,
Yeah.
there was a little girl on it. Man, I had the little girl. It was like a little Debbie.
Yeah.
It was like her sister.
You know what though? I just want to.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You
Dude,
didn't even finish it.
you're lucky it didn't do more damage because that was very hard to handle.
I still see it on the floor. It's gonna be all sticky over
It was
here.
hard to
It's
handle.
gonna be like that time Kevin came over and was stepping on the floor. He said, "What did you mop the floor with? Apple juice?"
No, remember that?
Yeah.
I clean it up.
he breaks off like half my roll.
Hold on. First of all, you're the king of the paper towels. You use same paper towels for everything ever for chilling and grilling. Watch back the tape.
Well, we have to.
You don't have to.
Just clean up your mess.
You're a bit excessive with paper towels.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just watch yourself.